Welcome to Toma Notas podcast. It's your boy Drew
and T,
where liquor courage brings honest truths. And today I'm sipping on some bamboo with some muddled banana and espresso. So it's like an espresso, banana rum.
All in 10 toes deep. I'm simple. Just
get some energy today.
Basil Hayden on ice. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Druzy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Basil Hayden's that noise though,
Whiskey of choice. Sponsor us. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Clink,
honestly.
clink, boy.
Basil Hayden. Clink, clink.
Cheers.
Salud.
And on this lovely rainy Saturday, date none of your business, we thought it would be best to talk about something special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we know Valentine's Day will be coming up shortly for all those lovebirds out there.
Shout to the Lonely Hearts too. You know what I'm saying?
Lonely. Yeah, I'm so lonely.
Well, let's step back first. Do you have any? What's your history with Valentine's Day? Has it always been good? Have you kind of fumbled the bag until you got older? Like, how were you when you were younger?
Bro,
now, by younger, I mean like 21.
I'm about to say, when we were younger, bro, we had the Valentine's Day cards
when you
didn't.
Not that young. I would say when you at least had some sense and ability to talk to girls. Because for me, that wasn't until like 21, unfortunately.
I mean, no, I feel you, bro. Because honestly, Valentine's Day for me when I was younger, like 21. Well, bro, I was always solo. I was solo for a minute till like 24. I went like on a little like single phase for like 21 to like 24.
Damn. Let me just think. Like, I'd say the same thing for me. I think when I got into my like 23, 24, I was in a relationship at the time. But before then, I was kind of figuring out what like, it sounds cheesy, but like what love was, because I definitely knew what it was. It was cool. I saw it sometimes. I had it sometimes. But what that meant for Valentine's Day. Because before I used to be like, what's the point? Right?
Honestly, it still is what the point for a lot of times. But, it's more because you should do it every day. You should show the one you care about, that you care about them.
That's facts.
So it should be.
So has there been a time when you like, just put out the red carpet for somebody?
Red carpet? Dang, bro. I mean, like, we go special occasions. Like, I'm going out on special dates where we all get dressed, like super dressed up. Made it a thing we're matching red and stuff like that. Done that, but I haven't done like a whole, always the flowers, do flowers. But in regards to like a big special moment it's usually just like, we give each other, like, I think when I was dating somebody at one point.
Shout out to somebody.
No, I think we just gifted each other something. And then we went out for like a really nice like cocktail bar, and it was like just us two, so it's pretty cool. But
I would say I remember. Definitely, as you mentioned, when you get older, it becomes more of like a formality because like your day is set up. Of course, you may have special events and stuff, but it's always like at some point the dinner, then like the nice date,
like
XYZ.
You make it a special occasion.
But I remember when I was like, I think I was like 21.
What'd you do,
21?
bro?
Dude, I laid out the red carpet. I was still with my mom and my stepdad at the time.
Let me just give you some applause for that, bro, because it wouldn't be me.
Mary took my stepdad at the time, had a Cadillac, took that out, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Had to be all nice for him. Had the flowers at the door.
What made you go that extra mile?
Dude, I think back then,
was it your first like serious girlfriend?
Correct.
Okay.
First serious girlfriend in Florida. I love hard. You know what I'm saying? Definitely as I get older, I learned to kind of temper that. Not necessarily, it's not less. It's just that I learned to give what I receive.
Right.
But
of course,
then,
yeah.
I just gave because I was like, yo, this is about to be awesome. I did it more for myself. Like I would hope that she saw how much I invested in her.
Right.
Of course she didn't because, we were young and we were dumb. Right. But that went all out, boy. Like went to the Capitol Grill. Ooh. I was 21. I didn't have no Capitol Grill money, bro. But like,
the Capitol card. That Capitol card, boy.
But it was nice, bro. Like side note. Even before then, I'll never forget when I first started like dating seriously. And I was like, like around 19, 20.
Right.
Dude, I didn't know that like you have to spend money on a date. I mean, it's not necessarily a dollar amount, but like for example, Cheesecake Factory. Shout out Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
The first time
I went. You know what? Now they say that's not a place you're supposed to take your dates to. What's the whole
first
thing?
Of all,
hey, ladies out there. Send us a comment or whatever like that, just to let us know if Cheesecake Factory is a good date.
They're haters.
I don't know what it is, bro. But what is not a go-to? Of course, we're not going to take you to McDonald's or Wendy's, you know what I mean? But
hey, if you got that McDonald's money, bro, with the nice McDonald's, you're like, hey, take the fancy one off I Drive, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, the one in Parisville was fire, just saying.
Bro? But no, I went there. The first time I had a bill that was $100.
Oof.
Bro, I was like,
At 20?
people do this? Basically, I had, once again, gift cards on decky.
Oh,
but like, I was
yeah.
just like, what the?
Oh, how
this
does
is
she
the
look at you when you
future?
pay with gift cards?
I don't care how she look. I would say, once
Yeah.
again, back in the day,
Yeah.
I was at a point where I was like, you know what? I'm broke, but not broke enough to like still date around. I went on a first date with somebody and we split the bill. And once again, say what you will, you know, good or bad.
Yeah.
Whenever she looked at me, she was like, what the hell? And she was like, who is this man? And I was just real broke at the time, bro. But definitely now at this point, I'm a little more grown. And if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I'm not going to be offended by it.
Right.
But it's the first time taking this girl out. And she was like, huh? Bro,
Back in the day,
I'll never forget.
Back in the day, I was sort of the same way. But now I kind of look at it like, me, time's always a valuable asset. So if I'm requesting someone's present to spend time with me and I'm telling them, hey, I'm going to take you out, then of course it's going to be on me.
Okay, that's the rule, though. If you say, I'm going to take you out compared to let's go out. Two different things, bro. If I say let's go out, then it's going to be number one, not necessarily the whole like dinner thing. Dinner will be part of it. We're doing things. It's going to be active.
Right.
Then I'm like, okay, well, if you suggested, that'd be really dope. I'm not going to make you, but if I take you somewhere, it's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to then be like, oh, well, you should have paid. Cause
So you're telling me that if she drove there, met you there, that's not you taking her there?
I mean, like, at that point, I don't know, bro. That was old Austin. New Austin's different, bro. I plead the fifth.
No, I mean, we got the money Austin now. That's
not even money Austin. It's funny. I was talking about this from the standpoint of we don't have more money than we did before. I mean, of course, the income is more, but we have to pay for it's more too.
Right.
So kind of, I mean, at least to me, it balances out. But the most important part is that when something needs to be paid for,
it's paid for.
Can you do it?
Right.
I blew my mind because I remember talking about another friend, and they were like, "Well, let's say we all go on a trip, right? If you go on a trip as people, and we say spur of the moment, let's go to a ATV trip,
right?
Who can afford it? Some people can't.
That's why resorts are the way to go. Just saying.
Everything included, baby.
Everything included. But
something like that
excursion,
is once again not. I haven't dealt with that now, but like before, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But I think I came through that pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, I get that. I get that for sure.
I mean, even before the date, I would say, what draws you to someone?
What draws me to somebody, bro? Like, bro, it's a lot that I just learned recently, man. Like,
yo, tell me, my boy, what happened? Tell me.
I ain't gonna go deep into
love, mature Drew. What you got going on? I ain't gonna
go deep into it and stuff like that. But now I found a special person, and it was a good experience, like I said. But it taught me what's valuable in somebody, right? So what I mean by that is like I got the time to get to learn to like know somebody and go on dates, but then she also got to figure out what I enjoyed and then brought out places that she knew I would like or would like. So the fact that you get to know somebody and then they take the time to see what locations, oh, he might like this. Let me take him there.
That reciprocity.
I'm like, you took me where? You took me where? Hold on,
sweetheart. Same thing. I think on that same note, like I'm just remembering my past and how it affected now. There was the first time I dated someone, they took care of me when I was sick. Never expected that in my life. I was like, I mean, I can just go home. And they're like, no, just stay here. You know, it's fine. Just rest. And I was like, dang.
You're right. You're taking notes.
Having someone taking care. Yeah. The whole thing, bro. Having take care of you, you know, you're vulnerable at that point in time. Right. So are you going to be around someone or are you going to be with that person?
Right.
And so it's cool. It's cool to really grow in that sense, you know?
No, of course. And that's a good thing, man. That's to have somebody have your back.
Yeah, that's way, way, way important.
Yeah.
I mean, on that note, so what draws you to somebody? Like what, at past the initial contact, what keeps you there?
Oh, okay, man. So I'm not about the everyone talks about energy and all this. I'm not more about energy. I'm more about feeling. So if you make me feel a type of way, if you make me feel like the time I'm spending on you is well invested, like you're giving me the same amount of attention that I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm over here messaging you, you're messaging back. If I call you, you're calling back.
That's big.
If I'm asking you what you got planned this weekend, you're not going to just keep me dry. You're going to be like, hey, actually, I want to see you this weekend.
I don't know something. And you're like, okay.
I don't know. So, all right, well, ... to you too.
Cool. Just hanging out, you know,
sleepy eyes.
At home.
But if it's like, hey, yo, I'm coming through. I'll be in Orlando, and then she's like, hey, matter of fact, I want to see you. Can you come by? And I'm like, yo, I'm an hour and a half away. But even though I'm like far away from the individual, but they want to make the time and they're like, and just requesting my presence, that's what attracts me.
That's important.
When I am investing time to get to know somebody and then they're taking the time to want to get to know me too or request my presence. So if I tell a girl to go on a date, have a great ass time, bam, 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 showing the whole 5 years. Yo, okay. It was Valentine's Day, but I went all out on this girl. Anyways, when you do all that, and then the next time that you run into each other, or she then tells you, let's do this, and she's requesting your presence, then that's what attracts me. When I do the most for somebody, and then they do the most back.
That's big. That's big. That's awesome. That's
How about
cool.
you?
I would say definitely I'm the latter, as you mentioned. I just call it vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, because you can be attracted to anybody.
I mean, I guess energy and feelings are the same thing.
Just the base attractiveness get you in the door. And I'm not saying like, if you find what attracts you to a person.
Right.
It's their personality. It's
the personality's
what
big.
They do for you. It's the things that they don't do for you. Those things kind of inform how you feel.
Let me tell you something, bro. The girl I just talked to, completely it's not my usual, but the personality that of course she was a beautiful girl, but the personality like completely won me over. So like you said, with this person like that, you could look like 100. You could be, not 100, but you could be a dime. You could be a dime.
99.5 out of 100.
You could be a dime. And then your personality be just so horrible that I'm just like, bro, she's not even worth the time.
Right.
So I mean, that's definitely what I've learned now, being older. Before you're just over here chasing booty.
That's true. I mean, I think I've always been, in the middle. Like, definitely, there's some things that make me really attracted to someone, but not all of it wouldn't be considered the normal things, right? Just I'm attracted in like just it's still energy, bro. It's just like what do you make me feel? You know what I'm saying? So when I talked to my girl now at the beginning, it wasn't like. I'd say there were sparks, definitely, but
Talking about that, how'd you all meet?
We met on Hinge.
And it's an online dating site.
Online dating.
And you know what? I've had 2 experiences on Hinge. Hinge was probably the only one that actually met people that were like, somewhat decent. But like nowadays, online dating is huge out there.
At the time, I was just swiping for swiping's sake, not necessarily for a relationship, but just for an experience, right? Something that I could enjoy, Okay. A girlfriend was, the goal at the end, but I wasn't in a rush. So I honestly, it was my odds, not my odds, my results were good. They were good. I wasn't complaining, but it was just boring because I don't want to talk to the same 20 people with the same line to maybe go out to have a drink to then shake hands and
copy paste.
Right. I was that kind of dude, bro. I was copy pasting and it was working, but I was just like, okay, this is not sustainable. I'm not happy.
Okay.
So I said, okay, one more person and I'm done. And then that was her.
So how did you know it was her? Like, how did you know that she was attracted to you as much as you were attracted to her?
I mean, honestly, I don't think like that. Like, I definitely know that, I got it going on, But I just think about, like, what is this worth pursuing the next day? Okay. Like, is this worth doing? We were talking, we were vibing. I was like, I want to know more next day, right? Okay. We go out, we do something, I learn more about her, the next day, and then so on and so forth. I think every day you learn something about your partner, right? Or you become more invested in them to stick around to see what's wrong. Or not what's wrong, what's good. Or I do not correct myself, even the bad, because
you're investing time to get to know how they are.
I wouldn't say everything is perfect because they're not, but just to be more aware of that person is a powerful, powerful tool. And we don't do that. Or, as we talked earlier, you already know that person or you think you know them, so you don't invest enough.
Oh,
right. Because if you think you got it all down, especially like you said with friends and people that you already know, if you think you know them enough in that sense, you're wrong because it's different. You are now in a different realm with that person.
Right.
And what they can offer you is going to be different too.
Right.
And if you ignore it, then that's not going to work.
It's sort of, the interesting thing is when you're dating somebody, like you're really investing your time on getting to know how that person is. And like you said, and I guess maybe in a relationship you just get comfortable. So the point is to be with somebody and not be comfortable.
I think the big thing is that you're investing, right? And when you're investing that energy, right? For like I tell everybody, like I have a certain bandwidth. My bandwidth is only X amount. If I hit that cap, I can't do anymore. I'm not good for you.
Right.
I'm not good for anybody. I just want to go home and like recuperate. If you find someone who you're willing to invest that bandwidth into, and it's worth something, you get something out of it, cool.
Right.
Because some people, like we mentioned, just because they know you, they don't invest more.
Right.
So they give the effort they think you need. You know, you obviously don't. You need more, and they don't realize it because they think, oh, this is fine. What's the issue? And then that's just the problem. So I just think it's communication.
Yes, communication is big, and that's definitely what is going on. So, let me see what else we got out here, bro.
Actually, let me rewind. If y'all remember, shout out to the first season. I asked this question. I'm gonna ask it again. Do you think you're a good communicator?
Oh yeah, bro. Definitely now. I've grown.
Okay.
I've grown in the past to communicate a lot more. When I first started communicating, it was more of what I saw,
Right.
and not what the other person saw.
In what sense?
And what I mean is that, okay, so I'm over here feeling like, okay, everything is great. Everything is good in my end. Mm-hmm. But if I don't ask the questions to make sure things are good in her end, how will I know?
You won't, and it'll bite you in the butt.
Exactly. So now, when it gets to certain points, like now, like the whole plan is like every month do a check-in. If I'm talking to somebody, hey, how you feeling? How's your month? Like, how are we feeling?
Every
how are we
month,
doing?
every week.
I do every month, man. You don't want to make it like, I don't do every week because I don't want to make it feel like, hey, it's a common burden. It's a common thing I'm thinking about. A monthly check-in for me is more of a better thing because, hey, you have your full month and then you can be like, okay, this is what's good, this is what's not good, this is what's changed. Because at the same time, I don't want to come every week on a Thursday or on a Sunday and be like, hey, let's powwow.
Game time, ho. Sit down.
Yeah, this is what we got to work on. No, I want give me time to work on what you asked me to. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. So like if I'm talking to you and you're like, hey, I need you to work on this. Okay, give me time. So a month for a check-in is like, hey, how am I doing with what you requested? Like, or you'd be like, hey, honestly, this isn't working out. This isn't working out.
Month check-in, time limit.
Rough check-in. But realistically, you're just like, hey, the check-ins are usually just better to see if you all are flowing in the right direction. Are you all going in the right manner you want to go to? Do you all want to live? Are you all in the same spectrum of where you want to be? And that's how I kind of look at it.
I mean, that's smart. I mean, I think one thing at least that's good for me, I learned from therapy, shout out therapy, is that there needs to be a time, be it like a partner, be it a relationship, be it a friendship, be it a family, tie. You need to have a moment where you all just sit in a room together. Why? Because often when it comes to our thoughts and our feelings, we don't just blurt them out. We need time for them to percolate, to come up. And you get that by sitting. People went a step further and said, look into somebody's eyes. Because that way you can understand their emotions at that moment. Maybe that's the fucking expert strat if you want. Do it at your own risk. But I think being around someone for a period of time allows you guys to kind of settle down and the feelings come up.
Oh no, of course. No, and I get that, and that's why texting is never really. If you want to communicate something, don't text somebody.
I thought I was a good texter. Now I am now comfortable knowing that I'm not. Right? Not necessarily when it comes to doing things or having a plan or a schedule or anything important, 100%. Mm-hmm. But texting day-to-day stuff, I'm not sporadic, but I definitely do it when the time arises.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna text you right back. Sometimes I am. Other times, an hour.
I'm more bro. If you text me, I'm gonna be I'll look at it. If I see it, or if I want to respond, I'll respond. But if you call me, I'll be like, okay, something's up. Let me see what she wants.
No, of course.
It's a quicker communication.
I would agree.
Tool, bro. So that's what I use it.
Well, speaking of tools, you're not one, but I would say if you're out and about, in these streets, what makes you attracted to someone?
You know what's funny, man? I've realized that I stick to a certain type, not really a certain type, but as a single man.
Wow.
As a single man, what I'm trying to say is that I got asked this question. It's how do you where do you go to find people? Where do you go to? Honestly, I don't say you don't go anywhere you wouldn't want to go. What I mean by that? Oh yeah, I love dancing. It's to a point to where I'll go every other weekend,
right?
And I enjoy it. So if I have dance connections with the person I'm with, or I'm talking to somebody, or they have the same hobbies I do, then it becomes a natural click. Mm-hmm. So what attracts me to somebody is just confidence.
Right.
Confidence is huge. You walk into a room, you're confident. And just give me the same time. If I'm looking at you and I give you a look and then you give it back and then we start conversating and the conversations are good.
Energy.
I say feelings.
Vibes.
I guess, man. You know what? I guess I'll start converting. But if I start getting those type of looks and I start getting those type of feelings and vibes and energy and it starts growing from there, sure. But if I go to some place and like I don't receive that, then I just start turning the other way.
That's true.
Like if I look at you and you look back and we're having like a kind of like a little flirty outside like distance, and I come in and start talking to you, and it's a good combination. I'll see how it goes. I was asking a little bit of questions, see what happens. But if I look at you and you just like quickly look away, I'm like, okay, she's not interested.
True.
The streets ain't for everybody, bro.
Because I am not for the streets. Let me tell you this right now. Like, I definitely, at my peak, I made the streets my own. You know I kind of adapted how I interact with people. But I'm not the person to walk up to somebody and be like, hey, yo, what's up, man? Like, how you doing? Like, start a conversation.
You know what? Someone asked, so I got asked, what is the conversation, like, what is the number that is good for you to walk into a group of girls to say hi or to like introduce?
Bro, unlimited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's where I thrive. It's a group of people.
But just a group of girls. So you're not talking about like.
It's a group of people.
For me, it was 3. 3 is good compliment.
For me, it's unlimited because if it's one person, I can't do it. Like, I don't know, man, because like I would need to have like a canned response or like we need to be doing something that's like everyone's doing the same thing. But if we're just like vibing and it's a big group, then that's I interact with the group. Boom.
And then whoever.
No, I'm focused on one person, but I interact in the group.
Now you're focused on that one person, right?
Yeah.
And let's say that one person, I have a boyfriend. Do you move on to somebody else in that group?
I don't know. Like I said, it's all vibes to me. Like I kind of see where the night leads me because I'm not. When I was doing that, I never approached someone in that way.
Right.
I never had a need to. Right. Like because if it happened, it happened.
I'm the same way.
But when it comes to something like that with a group of people, I just kind of see if we're all together hanging out, then something's gonna pop off eventually, right? And maybe even it's just a good time.
Bro, I'm direct as hell now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm direct as hell. I'll be like, hey, did you come here? Like, it was a party. Did you come here with anybody? Nah. All right. Well, I just wanted to ask because out of respect, I didn't want to talk to you and then be with somebody already. So, like, we're having good conversations.
Send a LinkedIn request.
I like to connect more. Like, what's a good way to contact you, or we can meet up later, or I see you're dancing, let's dance or whatever. But like, so I'm just direct as hell now. I don't got time. Like, I'm just not trying to waste time anymore, man.
I would definitely say time is valuable regardless. Always. So that's pretty good, bro. Like,
I don't look though. What I mean by that is I don't chase. I don't look. No, but I don't go places expecting to find somebody or expecting. I honestly go to places to have a good time with either by myself now or the group of people that I'm at. I don't assume that someone's going to be there. I just enjoy the time that I'm with my friends or whatever like that. And then if someone comes up and somehow we have a mutual attraction, then it's happening. But I don't look for it anymore.
Well, I mean, in that case, then how do you know someone's attracted to you?
Investing the time. Really, it's investing the time. Like if I'm out here just trying to communicate with you, and then I'm just doing my thing, but I kind of get the look, I get the glances, you very rare will a girl just come up and talk to you though. Very rare. But like in the dancing, or if you're just dancing or doing something in general, it's an easy way in for a girl to just ask you to dance.
Right.
And usually from the dance, if you are laughing when you're dancing, if you all look at each other, laugh, giggle, talk a little bit, then like, of course you don't want to have like a professional dance. You're talking about like, you're over here dancing salsa bachata, and then afterward, you don't want to talk the whole entire time while you're dancing, y'all. Right. Don't do that. Enjoy the dance. Get out.
That's my favorite thing to do, bro. I'm like, hey, how's your day like? What's good?
If you're doing
what's
that,
your life like? Yeah, 401k.
Yeah, don't do all that. Enjoy the dance. Show her, your good time, and then afterwards, stand on the side. And if you all are walking towards the same area and you want to talk a little bit later, it'll happen. It'll happen mutually. But don't just go over here and dance bachata and just whisper in the ear the whole entire time. Like, oh, how's your night going?
I'm having so much fun.
I'm having so much fun with you. Like, you are a great dancer. Can we no, wait till afterwards. I mean, you can say that, you did a really good turn there. Like, you can say certain like hype up stuff. But don't just have a whole conversation with your dance. And
let me tell you something, bro.
What?
That's the one thing that's never happened to me. I always saw all my friends in some form or fashion go to dance with somebody, and then everyone's like getting numbers. And I was like, damn, I just like at that time I just realized I didn't like make the attempt, But back then I was thinking like, dang, like am I not hot enough, bro? Like if no one's asking me, like no one's like, where's this reciprocity coming from? all the while I realized that like, no, I just wasn't approaching people in that way because I never did, you know.
Right.
But it was so, you know, it's. I started looking in, seeing someone, you know, chat up somebody, get a number, and walk away. I was like, dang, man, must be nice.
No, it's honestly, bro. It's honestly when you're dancing and you're going one night, boom, you're out here dancing salsa bachata, blah blah blah, and then placata, like you say, placata, but you're just you end up dancing with this person like 3 or 4 or 5 times. That's when you're like, okay, this is great. We have a good like dance connection. This could like either one, we can talk and communicate more, or I can get a contact, and then next time I go out to the social, I know I have someone good to dance with. Mm-hmm. So it's never really with the sense of, hey, let me get this girl's communication or this girl's number just to hit her up. It's more of a, hey, let me add this in case I come back and she's here. Then there's somebody else I can dance with. But then she knows that, hey, we have good dance chemistry. That's really what it is.
So going more in depth in the dating stuff,
right?
When it comes to them dating folks you want to talk to, what moves you from dating, or sorry, we're not dating, from dancing to dating?
Or like, okay, so dancing, like getting to know the person to dating. So shout out Yachty.
Hey yo, wait.
No, so let me talk about that. So we were talking about this. She asked me a whole question on like if going on a second date means you're exclusive. Right? And in my head, I told her, look, in the guy's mentality, if my timeline, I talk to you, I meet you, or we meet somewhere, bum dancing, whatever.
Okay.
Then we have mutual texting. We have mutual phone calls.
You hang up. No, you hang up.
From there, we have a first date. That first date is fire. And now I'm invested. So if I ask you for a second date, I would hope, and you say yeah, and I'm like investing my time, I would hope we're exclusive. But like in the first date, it goes bad. I'm not going to invite you to the second one. You should know then, hey, cut it off. But like, back to your question. What was your question?
What moves someone from dancing to dating? Or even better, let me simplify it so you went on a tangent.
Yeah.
How do you know that person you're dancing with, talking to, you know, blah, 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 is something you want to take that next step with?
Always my answer is the time invested. Time invested is, especially let's say if I go on like a couple dates and we're having a great time and I want to pursue, I will. And again, a lot of times I don't tell somebody, hey, we're going on a date.
Do you want to just hang out?
No, I don't say that. I mean, of course I will lead with my vocabulary. Okay, look, like, you know, we communicated a little bit, you know, everything's been great. I want to see if I could, you know, can we meet up somewhere afterward, maybe like Wine and Cooper's Hawk or a fancy restaurant, your choice, just to get to know each other a little bit better because I feel like there's something there. That should instinctively, you know what I'm saying, tell you, hey, this is a date.
Right. Like
he's trying to get to know me. And that's when you say either no or you say yeah. And if you say, and I'm never, whatever it is what it is.
All right.
But at least from that moment on, if you ask me to hang out later and I say no, you know why? Because I valued my time with you and I felt like this was going somewhere. And you just cut it off and you just tell me, hey, this isn't it. Okay, well, we can be friends and do something else, but I'm not going to spend money on you.
That's true. That's true. I mean, good point. I mean, I think I take your same points, but kind of flip it because for me, it's all about communication, right? Because I can go on 50 dates with someone and never be official because it's not really, we're just dating. We're not being together. So my scale is as follows.
Well, I mean, that's official, but I mean, like, I wasn't saying official either, but I'm talking about exclusivity.
Nope, even for me, that's a conversation.
Really?
Right? Because that we talk.
Right.
Then we're talking.
Right.
Then we're dating. Then we're in a relationship. That's my 4 steps right there.
Okay.
So if we're talking, there needs to be a talk to say, hey, you and I know this is real. We've been vibing. It's been great. What are we doing? Is this going to be the next step forward?
Right.
Because even before you date someone, you have to be comfortable with them in that sense, right? And if I don't want that, I'm not ready for that, or maybe I'm just like feeling you out. Right. I'm not gonna say it, or if you ask me, I'm be like, we're not right now, right? But if we talk about it and then we both feel the vibe, now that we go to the next step, or just more time together with that thought in mind, it's more focused.
Like,
But we're actually being something.
I get that because with me, when I try to get to know somebody, before I make it official, I just want to make sure that we have good communication.
Right.
I want to make sure that there's a routine in place where your routine's already established, my routine's already established, and we still have time to give to each other.
Right.
Before making it official.
Because the worst thing you can do is start something and neither one of you guys or one or the other aren't ready. Ready. Or one's ready and one's not. Because then one person overinvests and the other person, maybe they realize it or not, then it's just like, what's wrong?
Right.
And I'm out here like, oh, what do you mean? And then, so I'm a mess because I thought we were somewhere else.
Right.
Like, I think definitely before I made many mistakes because I would overgive, thinking at some point the other person would then reciprocate because they would know. Because they would just intuitively figure out in their brain that I'm ready for this. If they're not ready, they don't want to say it. So they just keep going. And I ended up hurt so many times, bro.
Bro, I understand
You know? So and then eventually when someone that I was dating told me straight up, no, like I can't do this for reasons. And I said, damn, so what does that mean? And that's why I made it so important that I have to talk about these things. Because if I don't, I'm losing things over you, right? Because if I love what we're doing, but we're only talking, and you want to date, now you say, hey, this is what I want. I want this next step. Do you want it? And I have to say, I have to really think about it because maybe I don't. Maybe I love what we are. Maybe I love what that is, and I want to go move past that because I just don't want that from you. Or maybe I do. I have to be clear.
That's really the biggest thing is just being clear on your moves. Because like
Facts.
with me, like, of course you're dating, but then it's also like if I'm dating with intentions to be something else, I let the person know.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm dating you, but I don't see nothing coming from this. I'll say that too if that's what it's meant to be.
Right.
But I'm gonna say no. Look, I'm dating you because I feel like we're going somewhere, but I still feel like we need more time to make sure that the routine, like to make sure that we have enough time for each other.
See, that's when I get you to date, boy. Get my boy Juicy out there, bro.
Lord.
Date around Drew, bro. That's what I need, bro. I need you to see these things in your life, bro.
Man.
Yeah,
Man,
bro.
I don't know, bro. Anyways.
This man.
Anyways, I'm just taking it day by day, man. Whatever. Like I said, I don't look. If someone comes, they come, and if they're the right person for me, the right person for me.
Oh my god. I think. I mean, not necessarily. I'm going to say this, but I'm going to explain. Dating's a muscle, right? I'm not saying go on all the days and you'll feel better. No, but the more that you do, the more you experience that life, that certain period of time and feelings, you learn more about what you need. Right? You learn, you get your check marks, and you understand in that environment what can you provide and what you need in return to go to the next step.
Right.
And if you don't know that, how can you ever have it and it work well?
I think, but tell you the truth, I've dated, I've had a couple relationships, so like 4 or 5.
I've done enough.
But no, each time, like you said, I've experienced, I've grown, and each time I feel like there's a step closer, step closer, step closer, step closer. But again, like it has to be every relationship I've been in, I've never looked for. It just popped up.
Definitely some relationships I have looked, and I think they've had varying results because I was so forward in what I wanted. Sometimes it made someone feel uncomfortable, right? Because I said, "Yo, this is what I want. This is that end." And once again, looking back, I kind of betrayed my own steps, right? I wasn't clear on the steps to get there. I was just like, "Yo, we doing this. We going in." And the girl was like, "But I'll stick around." Bad idea. And so here we are having a facsimile of a real relationship, which sucked. So here I was, and then also happened in the flip. You've been there when someone I was talking to was just giving 120%, and I was just like, right. And I wasn't that person that was able to state what I wanted and stated that she could not give me that at the time.
Right.
It sucks. Definitely, there are times where I definitely know that the relationship would have turned out differently. Be it good, be it like moving forward, or just be it us being good friends afterwards.
Right.
But I wouldn't say I messed it up. It's just that I learned.
And that's everything. That's what every relationship is, bro. It's a learning step until you find the right person that's for you.
Exactly.
Or until they're not fine, but until the right person shows up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's good to actively look for the things on your checklist.
Oh, yeah,
right?
no, of course. So, I mean, of course I go out and there's someone that is like, boom, yo, she knocks out all the checks.
Look at that fat ass personality. Wow.
Well, but then I was like, yo, she got a bad personality. She got her stuff together. She's ready for what I'm willing to give her. You know, shoot, let's make a move.
Right.
But again, each person I've dated helped me, grow, and so I respect and I appreciate, all the things I've learned from all my
Thank you so
from my
much.
previous exes. But and I wish you nothing but the best. But here we are, just one step at a time, just growing one step forward. In 2024.
Forward. You know what I'm saying? 2024.
I'm over here 2024 forward.
4 at a time, baby. Shout out my boy Druzy.
No. But y'all, we just wanted to end it and
Actually,
say
no. Like, rewind, bro. Bring it back to season 1.
say,
Give me a quotable, bro. Give me a quote.
we're going back. I was done with these damn.
All right, no. We gotta upgrade. What's our new thing for the end of the podcast, bro? Well, for the end of each episode, what is one thing that we can give to the people?
Let's go back to quotes then.
You dumb motherfucker.
Invest your time into those who invest their time with you.
Sure.
There you go.
There's good. See, look at you. No, you need to explain it. I'm proud of you, bro.
Anointed.
I'm gonna make it simple. I'm saying love yourself.
Oh, of course.
Because if you don't love you, that version that you give to someone will never be the true self. Ever.
All right, bro.
Ever.
That's real.
Never ever.
Never, ever, ever. All right, fam. Yo, thank you again for joining us at Toma Notas podcast. We appreciate y'all. Happy Valentine's Day when you go out with your significant others.
Get some.
And yeah, get some for real. Because, boy,
Wow.
Drop. Let me stop.
My God.
Austin, you have a good Valentine's Day with your shorty, too, man.
I will try my best. She's
you
pretty dope.
better go out. You better give it a red carpet.
She's the best. It's worth it.
Yeah, we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.